is this y'all's first camp? See, this is my, I've taught in 2 other camps, and they're a lot of fun. I play a style that's been kind of referred to as Texas style fiddling, and I'm 58. I started when I was 7. Oh, absolutely. Anybody record anything you want to. So I started playing the mandolin when I was 7. And then when I was 13, I met a man named Benny Thomas. And Benny passed away several years ago. But, of course, you would expect me to feel this way since he was my teacher. But I think he was the greatest fiddler that ever lived. And I think his style of playing is really kind of what was finally dubbed Texas style fiddling in different parts of the nation, maybe the world. But actually, I made some copies of an old tape some old tapes that my dad made. I'm not going the wrong direction here. Because it's kind of a
Rebecca? Yes.
I'm not sure if she is on this.
Do you have a list of...
What group is Rebecca in?
Rebecca, what group is that?
Oh, well, do you know if you're...
I think my mom said she signed me up for advance, but I'm not sure.
Are you in advanced 1 or 2?
I don't know.
Did he write it on
Advanced 2?
Yes, yeah.
So,
No, he didn't write it on
if you're in group E,
advanced 2 or advanced 1?
One is adults and 2 is...
Okay, so your child can go too. Right.
I don't know, baby. Let's see the list. Okay. First class is going to be...
What's
and the
that?
buck. It's a Z in the buck. And
Benny
that's one of those...
Thompson, didn't he have a write-up in Fiddler
Who's in the
magazine?
box?
Where they had a picture on the
The
cover?
car.
The men's room.
probably.
Okay.
I hadn't seen that.
Just follow
But,
that every hour, and that's where she goes.
What I was going to play for y'all was an old, just a little bit of an old cut of Benny playing a tune called Gravy. And then another guy that you may have, we'll talk a little more about what we're going to learn this week, but I thought it might be hopefully a little interesting if you know a little bit about this style of fiddling that I think the camp is kind of one of the things that we're trying to establish here is that it is a lot of the instructors have to play that Texas style playing. But Benny played, he had a style, but there was another man that you may not have ever heard of named Brian Houston, who actually lived out in West Texas and around Abilene and Ranger, who was had his own style of playing. Then you had Major Franklin, who lived up in North Texas, and then the Solomon Boys, Norman and Vernon. So the Texas style really wasn't just Benny, even though he was a wonderful fiddle player. But one of the things I wanted to kind of show you is that you need to develop your own, or you're encouraged to develop your own style of playing. So even though, we'll probably learn some try to learn some tunes this week. How you play them is strictly, that's where you put your imprint on the sound. And so that no two fiddlers sound alike. Everybody has their own little unique sound, even though we all have similarities. So that's kind of the neat thing about fiddling, is that you're encouraged to embellish it, to change around, as long as you kind of keep the core element of the music, of the tune. But if I did this right, nobody will make fun of my, this is my daughter's cassette player that ended up in my garage with all the bugs and dirt daubers, and so got ready to come down here. I told Ruth, I said, I need a tape recorder. Well, I was counting on borrowing one from my mother-in-law, and she said, no, I don't have one anymore. So this was all the dirt and crud all over it. So well, I'm having such trouble with my technical stuff this morning. I don't think it's on that side.
I think it was also, it's got that arrow pointing to the left there, I wonder if that's the air.
It is kind of, this is kind of a weird little tape player.
Some of them are on the
I think I rolled it to the other end.
Yeah, because it fast forwarded it all the way the other end.
Okay. Oh well. While that's doing that, so I don't know where, where y'all all are at in your own musical journey, but I encourage everybody to, number one, I've never been a professional, even though Stanley refers to me as a professional. I'm not really a professional. Never made my living playing. But I've had lots of fun playing. And that should be the goal. And then, of course, to play just as well as you can play, as you're capable of playing. Everybody has a limit. I play the fiddle pretty good. I admit that. But there's fiddle players that are a lot better than I am. And so what I say is that everybody has a glass. And however big your glass is, your goal should be to fill it up. And I don't know if I ever filled my glass up. I keep trying, but I don't get frustrated if somebody like Mark O'Connor is a lot more accomplished than I am, or any number of fiddle players that would be, I consider, better than I am. But I am satisfied and I enjoy what I do. So that's kind of the goal. And hopefully this week we'll learn a couple of tunes or three. I don't want to overload you with tunes, but and I'll try to show you maybe some fundamental principles that you can apply to all tunes, bowing techniques and noting techniques, because the fiddle is it is an instrument that even though I love the sound of the guitar, the fiddle is an instrument that you can really affect the tone through the vibrato of your just listening to y'all play last night. You were playing that Ghost Riders, and playing it beautiful. The sounds that you can achieve by the vibrato, the way you touch the strings, the way you drift the bow across the strings, the way you there's so many ways to affect the tone of the instrument. So I can't think of any other instrument that has that many different ways to to say something. You know, a percussion instrument, a piano, or something like that. You're limited in what you can do. Of course, here I am. I'm talking from a prejudicial standpoint since I'm a fiddle player. But anyway, so three things I encourage you to have fun and enjoy it. In spite of the mud, get stuck in the mud. Enjoy yourself. Always strive to fill your glass up, and you'll know. You may never fill it up. I mean, one of the greatest violinists that ever lived, Yasha Heifetz, said, you know, he was never able to master that instrument, even though he was like recognized as the greatest. I think one of the greatest, maybe permanent, taking his place now. But Yasha Heifetz was exactly as noted as he could get more out of the fiddle than anybody ever lived. But he even admitted he was limitations in being able to achieve that. So we'll learn some tunes. We talk about the tunes maybe y'all would like to learn. If there's any ones that we could settle on that we could work on. And I want to really try to help you achieve the best tone that you can get. Because I really think that is, in all my years of playing, I went from trying to put as many notes in as I could to now I'm just trying to make a few notes and make them sound pretty. So that's kind of what we'll do. And I was looking at our schedule. We're here scheduled for an hour at this session. And but if during the day we don't have something going on, you'd like to get off to the side and work on something, let me help you with something. I mean, I'm going to be here all day, and we have a break from 5 to 6 before lunch, before dinner, I mean. No, dinner at 6? Yeah, so we have like an hour, and I may just set a couple of chairs out there on the porch at where I'm staying, and if you want to just tell me, hey, I got a little something I want to work on, we can sit out here on the front porch here, and I'll be glad to do that. So I'm here at your disposal, and I hope that I can show you something that will make you feel like you've spent a worthwhile week here. So don't be intimidated by that schedule. We'll work on anything you want to work on, and while we're together, we'll work on a tune. But before we get into that, I want y'all to hear. I got this queued up right.
I think you need to turn it over now.
Oh, okay. Keep me straight, Cindy.